Welcome to MWN Publications. Follow Facebook M.Wilson space MW, YouTube MWN.com. This is MWN Publications. Today we are going to deal with statistics for management subject. This is for the M.B.A first semester 2023. The syllabus for Unit 1 is given here, and this video contains approaches to probability. Now let us study the approaches to probability. There are 4 different approaches to probability. One is classical or priori approach. Second one, relative frequency or empirical approach. Third one, axiomatic approach. Fourth one, subjective approach. Let us study one by one. First one, classical approach to probability. It is the oldest method of measuring probability. This method is most suitable for gambling situation, since the method had its origin in gambling games. In classical approach, the probability of an event is the ratio of number of favorable outcomes of an event to the number of possible outcomes. For example, the tossing of coins, there are 2 outcomes total. The expected outcome head means 1, thereby 1 by 2. Then the character of possible outcome is that each event is likely to occur. That is expectation. The probability of occurrence of an event A is measured as EA equal to A by A plus B. A is the number of outcomes favorable for the occurrence of A. Then A plus B, that is small a plus small b, total number of possible outcomes. Then the probability of non-occurrence of A can be denoted as QA, and it can be measured as QA, or it may be measured as PB. QA equal to B by A plus B, plus B equal to number of outcome not favorable to the occurrence of A. So as I mentioned, it can be mentioned as PB, and the same formula to be applied. For the classical approach, we can take example for tossing of coin or throwing of dice, or getting cards from a pack of well-shuffled pack of 52 cards. For example, in the throwing of die contains 6 sides and numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting any one number, maybe 4 or 5, the probability may be 1 by 6, because total outcome is 6, and the expected outcome, that is expectation of 5, is 1, thereby 1 by 6. In the case of tossing of a coin, we are expecting head means head is 1, and the total outcome is 2 only. You see that 2 sides of one coin. In the case of drawing one card from a well-shuffled card, and you are expecting that number 7. Number 7 means 4 different denominated 7 cards are there. Total number is 52. Expecting one card even, that means 4 by 52 equal to 1 by 13. Or if it is expecting second number card, means that also 4 numbers, 4 by 52, like that you can do. Then second one is relative frequency approach to probability. This approach is developed by or formulated by British statistician. The relative frequency approach to probability in the year 1800. This approach is useful in solving problems which could not be solved through classical approach. This approach stated that the valid procedure for determining the probability is through repetitive experiments. For example, if a coin is tossed once, then the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. If the coin is tossed repeatedly, say for 10 times, one can get 3 heads and 7 tails. This is for an example. Hence, the probability of getting head is 3 by 10 equal to 0.3. When the number of repetition is increased to 100, one may get head 40 times. Now the probability of getting head is 42 by 100, 0.42. When the repetition is further increased to 500 times, it is possible to get more number of heads, that is 240 times. Therefore, the probability of getting head is 240 by 500 equal to 0.48. From 0.42 it increases to 0.48. It is very close to 0.5. Hence, in practice, the probability can be measured accurately through repetitive experiments. When one can study the examination by repetitively all the notes, then they can get more marks. That is the exam. They can reach to even highest level. It can be represented as limit theorem. Here it is mentioned. Next one is axiomatic approach to probability. A.N. Kolmogorov, that is a Russian mathematician, developed this approach to probability. According to this approach, the probability of occurrence of either of two events is the total of the possibility of occurrence of each event individually. This approach is applied when the events are mutually exclusive, that is disjoint. There is no connection between these two events. For example, if X and Y are two mutually exclusive events, then the probability of occurrence of either X or Y is P X union Y equal to Px plus Py. That is, both are independent. For example, when one is aiming of getting two cards in the well-shuffled package of cards, that means either with the 5-number card and also a 4-number card means, then probability means 4 by 52 plus 4 by 52. The chance, any one card means either of that, you have to add that. So this kind of situation only this approach is adopted. Then the fourth one is subjective approach to probability. Frank Ramsey formulated the subjective approach to probability during 1926. This approach is otherwise called as personalistic approach to probability. According to subjective approach, probability may be defined on the basis of the personal judgment of an individual. The personal judgment of an individual depends on evidence and experience of the individual. For example, an individual may judge the probability of arrival of a train at 9:30 a.m. as 0.7 on the basis of the punctuality in the arrival of train at 9:30 a.m. in previous days. Second one, an individual may judge the probability of getting above 75 marks in an examination as 90%, that is 0.9, on the basis of his hard work and the nature of the question papers. On this basis only he can make probability, that is estimate. Then, hence an individual assigns probability of occurrence of an event from 0 to 1. All probability values should be 0 to 1 only, not exceeding 1 or below 0. If one is very sure that an event will occur, then he may determine the probability as very close to number 1. Even he can give number 1. That is number 1. The main limitation of otherwise there is no chance of happening that even means you can assign 0. Some doubt means below 0.5, and some strongly expect that above 0.5 up to 1. The main limitations of this approach is that the value of probability differs from one individual to another. That is the main defect. Thank you.